I grew up with my grandfather, and he made model trains. When I was 8, 9 years old, I started working with tools and learning how to make model trains. And from that, I knew how to use tools to make small wood projects.
For desert dweller Bob Freeman, there's nothing more satisfying than working with wood in the West Texas town of Marathon. For decades, model trains fueled his creative engine, but a few years ago, a brief run-in with a naturalist was instrumental in changing his tune.
David was a naturalist and an archaeologist that worked for the state of Texas. And he gave a program on how to throw an atlatl spear, how to make fire, how to weave sandals, and then the last thing he did was he played a flute.
He played a flute?
He played a flute. He played this flute right here.
And he didn't show you how to make it?
No.
He just played it?
He played it, and I fell in love with it, and I said, I want a flute.
Well, after that first note, Bob was hooked, and he decided to face the music and see if he could make a flute himself. 30 years later, and his place in Marathon has turned into a one-stop flute shop. Eventually, his wife Jody started creating the intricate shapes known as birds that sit atop the flutes, and they became the unofficial flute couple of Marathon.
Now, is it true that the flute won't play if it doesn't have?
No, it will not. Without the bird, the air will just escape and no sound will come out.
So you're really the magic behind the flutes.
Well, yeah, but you can put a wooden box over the hole.
It's just not as pretty.
It's not as pretty and accomplish the same thing. But I make little birds.
What do you think?
That looks good.
All right, let's try that.
Years ago, Bob Freeman fell in love with a sound spoken from carved wood and carried along by the wind. It's found its way deep within his heart, and he says it will never leave. And for Bob and Jody, the music of their souls will live on with each and every flute.
What was it about that sound that captivated you?
It is the most relaxing, the most mesmerizing, the most unusual sound that I have ever heard. You cannot be mad and sit down and play a flute and still be mad. It can't be done.
How long do you think you'll make flutes?
When I'm pushing up daisies, they'll probably throw the last one in on top of me. You know, I hope. I love it. It's a passion.
That was beautiful. I love that story.
Me too, and we've got plenty more where that came from.
Just click on the subscribe button and keep traveling with us.